it's boring to me. It's the most boringest stuff I've seen.
Right.
You give me a nice romantic scene where they fade out before they have sex. I can do more wonders in my head than they can do on that bed.
Exactly.
Because I've been there, done that. I've seen everything.
Yeah.
There's nothing out there that I haven't seen. Maybe animal and human, but I'm not even going to go there. I think I may have seen something like that. But it's just, it's out there. It is what it is. People make it nasty because they want to, again, the churches want to cover that up. Pretend it doesn't happen, but it does happen.
Right.
And unfortunately, in my environment, it did happen to me as a young kid. So, it doesn't make me a bad person.
No.
It doesn't make me a bad person if I choose not to follow those lines. It's my choice, it's my decision, and I want to feel intimacy with somebody.
Right.
I don't want to be the prostitute anymore in a marriage.
All right. By justice a king builds up the land, but he who exacts gifts tears it down. I would say that means, at least my interpretation of it, is that the value of justice is everything's exposed, number one. And number two, by justice a king builds his land, but he who exalts gifts tears it down. Because you get to a point where you assume they're giving it to you because they really like you, and they really don't.
And they really do.
A man who flatters his neighbor spreads a net for his feet. That's very good. I like that.
As long as there's no evil intent.
No. But, people really underestimate the power of words. They really do. And the underlying power of words. Now, you can take flattery, and this says something about you, me, and everyone. You can take flattery as something bad, but if you're telling the truth, everybody can be flattered, quote, for something that, that they have a talent, they have a gift, or whatever. It's like when I love Paul, when he goes to the Athenians. He could go in there like the righteous judge and pagans and blah. He doesn't. He says, I see you're all very religious. I see that, and he quotes their poets, they acknowledge God. And so he gets to the unknown God. But he did it in a positive way. And if more people who, quote, want to spread the word or teach their children or whatever, did it in a positive way, that goes a long way. It really does.
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it really does. I
know, because the positive that I got from the man wasn't positive.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm always wary of the person who comes at me with flattery.
And I understand.
I'm the first one to pick up the knife and go, what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what did you say to me? Back off.
Let's stop there. We don't want to close this. Okay.
Yeah, the swords come out.
Yes. A man who flatters his neighbor. All right. An evil man is ensnared in his transgressions, sure enough. But a righteous man sings and rejoices. A righteous man knows the rights of the poor. A wicked man does not understand such knowledge. Let me just give you a famous quote from a book I much admire, Machiavelli's The Prince. And he says, it's better to be feared than loved, if you're the ruler. Better to be feared than loved, but it's not good to be hated.
No.
And there's a difference. There is, and the example he gives, which was, I guess, prevalent back then, is that, okay, if your laws are strict, etc., people can live with it. If you basically steal men's children for sex or whatever, that's not good. Now, you may have the power. Just because you have the power doesn't mean it's the wise thing to do. And people, frankly, Solomon forgot that. Having the power does not automatically tell you, is it the right thing to do? Is it wise for you in the long run? That's where judgment comes in. So, okay. Scoffers set a city aflame, but the wise turn away wrath. If a wise man has an argument with a fool, the fool only rages and laughs, and there is no quiet. Bloodthirsty men hate one who is blameless. That's true. And seek the life of the upright. People that are not good, never good, don't like good, they don't want to be reminded. Period.
Oh yeah, I know. I was married to one.
Yes. A fool gives full vent to his spirit, but a wise man quietly holds it back. True enough. If a ruler listens to falsehood, all his officials will be wicked. The poor man and the oppressor meet together. You've heard the saying, opposites attract? Well, there's a reason for that. Because both sense something in the other person that others have not. And so you could say we're opposites. And you really could. But there was an attraction there that, even I wasn't aware. I'm sure you weren't. Maybe you were, I don't know. But there was, opposites do attract because each one brings something that the other really wants. So, okay. The poor man and the oppressor meet together. The Lord gives light to the eyes of both. I like that. The poor man and the oppressor meet together. The Lord gives light to the eyes of both.
Well, why wouldn't he?
Well, that's what makes him a good God.
Exactly,
God.
because he would.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, again, opposites attract, my ex and I. It's not that he couldn't see the light. He could.
No.
It's just that he couldn't see when he's with me, and he felt he could control me and make me his slave.
Right.
And not allow me to be a part of the relationship and not allow me to have an opinion.
Right.
I was a belonging, an item, something he could discard at any moment and expect me to not have feelings about it.
Right.
So he should have just married a rubber doll and had fun with her. Oh, but wait, she can't give him children.
Yes, yes. If a king faithfully judges the poor, his throne will be established forever. The rod of the reproof gives wisdom, but a child left to himself brings shame to his mother.
Not always.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Well, I don't bring, take that back. Maybe I do bring shame to my mom. But that's again, because I didn't turn out to be the hooker on Sunset as she wanted me to be.
Yes.
So I bring extreme shame because I did the right thing by not whoring myself out.
Exactly.
So it depends, but I mean, it's who are we trying to please?
Exactly.
Me or her?
Exactly.
And obviously I put me first.
Exactly.
So maybe I do bring her shame.
Exactly.
Oh well. Life goes on.
Life goes on.
I'll shame her even more.
Yes. If a king faithfully judges the poor, his throne will be established forever. The rod and the reprover give wisdom, but a child left to himself brings shame to his mother. Because it is her duty, it should be her joy to an extent, to be the mother. But as someone knows, that's not always the case.
Well, yeah, and there's a lot of moms out there who, fall in my mom's category.
Yeah.
Because we're not taught to be a mom.
No.
No matter how many baking classes they put us in,
Right.
no matter how many etiquette classes they put us in, no matter how many rubber dolls they give us to take care of,
Yeah.
it doesn't teach you how to be a parent.
No. I'm going to give some parental advice.
Oh yeah, because you have so many kids.
She's mocking the stone. When a parent, or frankly
Anybody.
I said, but a parent has the authority, the power. How many times have you heard a parent say to a kid?
Because I said so.
Thank you. I think that is very bad. I really, huh?
I know, my mom didn't even have to say those
I
words.
really do, and I'll tell you,
She just looked at us.
let me tell you why. You have the power, you have the authority, it's not bad, but you know, when you just say, because I said so, you're cutting off what could be a really learning experience, and you basically just, I have the power.
Yeah, because you're not giving your kid a reason why.
No. The whole point of wisdom, the whole point of anything is to learn. So yes, you can say to your kid, your husband, whoever it is, because I said so. It's not bad, you're not gonna go to hell, da da da. But if you do it all the time, that's what they pick up. That's all.
Yeah.
So, okay. Let's see, where are we?
We're at 16.
When the wicked increase, transgressions increase, true. But the righteous will look upon their downfall. Discipline your son, and he will give you rest. He who gives delight to your heart, delight your son, and he will give you rest. He who gives delight to your heart. When there is no prophetic vision, the people cast off restraint. There again, without vision, the people perish. And that is true. This is why you're born with a sense of the past, the present, and the future. You have to